Good morning. We start with breaking news, and Virgin Australia has paused trading on the Australian Securities Exchange pending a further announcement. It comes amid reports the airline is seeking financial support from the federal government to survive the fallout of coronavirus. It's thought the carrier, the country's second biggest after Qantas, is seeking a rescue package of up to $1.4 billion. Virgin recently cut its workforce by 80% and its capacity by 90%. Well, businesses are racing to sign up to the government's $130 billion JobKeeper program, with more than 100,000 already on board. We'll go straight to Canberra and our political reporter, Kerry Yaxley. Kerry, good morning to you. This is a pretty big initial response.
Yeah, it is, Davina, and those numbers continue to grow. Clearly, a lot of businesses are suffering, as are a lot of employees. So $1,500 a fortnight before tax paid to employers via the tax office so they can keep paying their employees, even if their businesses, for example, aren't operating. And this will be available from the first week in May. It'll be backdated to March. It is for full-time workers, part-time workers, some casuals who have been with their employer for 12 months. It is for not-for-profit organisations, for charities and sole traders. It's also for big business, excluding the big banks. Employers with a turnover of less than $1 billion a year need to prove a 30% loss in revenue since March 1. For larger businesses, it's a 50% hit. It is expensive. It is $130 billion worth. The scheme goes for up to 6 months. The Treasurer notes that we don't know when the corona crisis will be over, so more money will come. He says until a vaccine is found, which could be some time away. The economy may not go back to normal. The government has thrown money at this in a way that hasn't been done before, including the Reserve Bank's contribution. We are now at $320 billion in stimulus. Josh Frydenberg is accepting that it will take years and years to pay back the debt created by this, but the government hopes this latest desperate measure will keep businesses and employees going through desperate times.
We're already seeing signs of relief across the nation as many employers and employees rebuild that connection, which will be vitally important once we get to the other side of the coronavirus.
Also, Davina, today millions of Australians who benefit from Centrelink payments will start to see extra money in their accounts. From today, a $750 payment is being rolled out. It was part of the first stimulus package that was announced earlier this month that seems like it was years ago.
A lot of people needing that help as well, Kerry. Thank you. Let's go to Christina Hearn now in Melbourne, where police are stepping up patrols in popular public places.
Well, as of midnight last night, gathering in groups of more than 2 people is banned. Here at the Tan, one of Melbourne's most popular running tracks this morning, most people have been adhering to these new rules, including personal trainers. And it's easy to see why when you think of the fines. Here in Victoria, you will receive an on-the-spot fine of more than $1,600 if you break the law. Businesses can expect to receive a fine of around $10,000. Other states like WA, New South Wales and Queensland, you can also expect to cop a fine if you break the ban. Here in Victoria, we are officially at stage 3 restrictions. The tough-talking Premier not ruling out moving to stage 4 if people continue to break the rules. And the Premier warns that police will be patrolling popular public places from today to make sure people comply.
And the New South Wales Police Commissioner wants to increase fines for coughing and spitting, revealing his officers are arresting people daily. As Tiffany Genders reports, 2 women in Sydney are the latest to come under attack.
The Australian Sisters of Asian descent were simply minding their own business here at Marrickville yesterday when they claimed they were set upon by 2 women who were allegedly yelling obscenities about their race relating to coronavirus. Witnesses filmed the encounter, which quickly escalated to physical violence when one of the alleged victims was spat at. Police are investigating the attack, gathering statements at the scene this morning. Outraged members of the public have also recognised the alleged culprits and have given their names to authorities. Unfortunately, this is not the first spitting or coughing attack to be caught on camera.
But if we see continual incline in people spitting and coughing on people, then I won't hesitate in asking for powers around maybe it's a $5,000 fine will sharpen people up on this.
Police have been handed new powers overnight to crack down on people flouting the tough new level 3 restrictions. A group of 2 is now the new norm, unless you're a family. But everyone we've seen out and about today seems to be doing the right thing. Police are warning anyone caught leaving their homes without a valid reason could face a fine of up to $11,000 or even 6 months in jail.
The future of the Olympics is now certain, with Tokyo 2020 to be held in July next year. The International Olympic Committee Board announced the Games would run from July 23rd to August 8th, 2021. The Paralympics will now take place between August 24th and September 5th of next year. The Games of the 32nd Olympiad will still be known as Tokyo 2020.